Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Vix Tarot Guidance. Today we have a cute video on our hands and it's going to be a little bit more serious or a bit more structured than we are used to in these readings. So I'm usually a very, shall we call it, a stream of thought kind of intuitive tarot reader, and I just pick up things as the cards fly out of the deck. And today we are actually going to be doing something different, and it's going to be a tarot spread, and I'm calling it the True Love Spread. So we are going to be looking at your love life and where your love life is headed, because everyone likes to know where their love life is heading, right? So we're going to be using a 6-card spread today, which will help you to evaluate your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual connections with your person or with your partner, the person that you're basically asking about. And in this spread, we're going to be looking at you, what you're bringing to the table, what you currently feel about your relationship, what your partner feels about your relationship, or what your person feels about your relationship currently, what's their attitude, what are their expectations. Then we are also going to be looking at the connection card and what the characteristics that you have in common are. And we're going to be moving on with the 4th card, which is then going to signify the strength of your relationship. So what are the qualities that make your relationship flourish? The 5th card then is going to be about what are the things you both need to improve. This final card, like 5th and 6th card, is going to indicate also what you need to do to be successful, or what you should stay away from in order to avoid failure. So the 6th card is then going to be the final card, and it is going to be the final true love card, let's call it. And this one is going to show us what needs to be addressed. So is your relationship going to be successful? And if there is a threat or something coming in, what must be done or what can be done, what you can expect from it, okay? So that's like a little bit of a rundown of what we're going to be doing today. As I said, it's very structured. It's a lot more structured than what we are used to doing on this channel today. So I'm quite curious how this is going to go for us. And as you can see, we have 3 piles or 3 groups to choose from today. These are all rocks from all around the place, so given to me by other people often. And pile number 1 is going to be this beautiful little white small rock. It is in the shape of a heart. This one I remember distinctly. This one was given to me by my dad. He just found it once on a walk. So this cute little white rock is going to be pile number 1. Pile number 2 is going to be like this curious sort of line of a rock. This one I find very interesting because of the texture and also the coloring here on the back. It's sort of very vibrant. As you can see, the colors sort of flow from one towards the other, and it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it also. So this one is going to be pile number 2. And pile number 3 is going to be this long, very slick, smooth rock with little lines here and there, but just very slick and smooth, very soft to the touch. It's got a very gentle energy to it also. And this is going to be pile number 3. All right. So I would invite you now to just take a few deep breaths and feel towards which rock, which pile is calling to you the very most. You can feel into your relationship with your person, how you're feeling towards them, and what your relationship basically feels like as a whole. And then make a decision towards which rock is pulling your attention or pulling your focus the most. You can pause the video also at this point if you feel like you need a little bit more time choosing what your rock is. You can also, of course, pick different rocks for different people or different relationships if you want to get a more like informed decision on your person and on your different connections here. And that's it basically. Pause this video if you feel like you need a little bit more time, and I'll see all of you in your chosen groups. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. So if you picked this small cute white rock in the form of a heart, this is going to be your reading today. Let's just put the number here. For your true love spread. Okay, so let's find out where your love life is headed, where it's taking you. So as said in introduction, the first card that we are drawing is going to represent you. This card that we are drawing right now is going to signify what you are currently feeling about your relationship. Okay, we have the Fool card reversed. So this is what you currently feel about your relationship. Now let's get a second card. This card is about your partner or your person, their current emotions towards you, their attitude and expectations about your relationship. We have the Knight of Cups here. So off to a positive start here, you guys. Off to a very positive start. Let's see what else comes through. Number 3 is going to be a connection card. So what are the characteristics that you have in common? Not that one. I didn't finish asking the question yet. What are the characteristics that you have in common, please, Spirit, for pile number 1? No. Too much wants to come out all at once. What are the common characteristics, please? Common characteristics, please, for pile number 1 here, Spirit. There we go. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands and the King of Swords, both reversed here, showing up as the common characteristics for both of you. Now let's look at what are the qualities that make your relationship flourish. What's the strength of your relationship? Oh, the Hermit. Wow. That's very interesting. The Hermit makes your relationship flourish. So a lot of introspection and reflection, contemplation done from each side. Let's see what else. What are the things you need to improve now? What are the weaknesses in your relationship? For card number 5. What are the weaknesses in this relationship, Spirit? What needs to be improved? Okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles here. These are the weaknesses, mostly focusing on the physical here. And now the number 6, the final card. This is going to be your true love card. And this card interprets what needs to be addressed. So is your relationship going to be successful? What needs to be addressed? Is this relationship going to be successful, Spirit? For pile number 1, just too many cards here. Let's see. Is this relationship going to be successful? Just 1 or 2 cards, please. Is this relationship going to be successful for pile number 1? Okay. Oh God. Let's take this one. And also this one, of course. Interesting. Interesting energies. We have here the 4 of Wands, we have the 8 of Pentacles, and also the 9 of Wands wants to come through as our answer for the end. Here's also the 5 of Wands. I'll just put this here. There seems to be some confusion going on here. Things are not grounded currently in your relationship. We also have the King of Pentacles here on the bottom of the deck. So even though like you two are very positively oriented towards each other here, it feels like you are both very, very withdrawn and are almost like afraid to make a step towards the other person, it feels like here. So you're both very much in the mind, and this relationship is very much like not grounded in the physical currently, and that's its main problem here that I'm sensing into. But let's get towards the individual cards here. So with the Fool here, this signifies what you currently feel about your relationship. This feels like you want to make a new beginning, like a part of you wants to start a new beginning, but there is a strong part of you that just wants everything to remain the same. And this to me feels like there is this strong part of you that wants everything to remain the same and is sort of afraid to do something about it or to step out of its comfort zone. So this part of you, this aspect of your personality, is afraid to step out of its comfort zone and try something new. Try a new suit on, try a new relationship on with this person. And this is basically what your attitude currently towards this relationship is. You know, you want something, you feel like you are being called towards something, but there is an aspect of you that is very sort of afraid almost to go into it or to jump into it. You feel like you need to be more sure about where you're going, what your next steps are, and so on. You feel like there's a lack of safety in this relationship, like there's no safety net there for you, which is something that you need in this relationship, and this is basically like stopping you from moving forward here. It feels like with the Fool card. Now this card, the Knight of Cups here, this represents your partner or your person. So their current emotions towards you are very, very pleasant, very open. This person feels like their attitude is in the form of wanting to express love towards you. It feels like they have been struck by the Cupid's arrow and they are in love with you here with the Knight of Cups. They are very open towards the expression of that love towards you also. And their expectations about your relationship are to make it work. Like they want this relationship, they want it to work out, they want to be with you. Like the Knight of Cups is just that proper way of just expressing love and giving you their heart. And this is where they are at, like emotionally, in their whole attitude towards you. It's just they want to express their love to you. It does feel like they are a little bit grounded, not grounded, but guarded with their armor here. So with this knight's armor all around them, it feels like they are very, very guarded in their heart, in the rest of their body, because their head, it seems to be like really, really open and ready to connect, but the rest of them is not yet as ready to connect here. All right, now moving on towards the third card, which is a connection card. What are the characteristics that you have in common? You both have characteristics that are being in your head and not expressing it. So this sort of like an attitude of introspection, a lot of reflection, which is already here, the Hermit card also. So there's a lot of overthinking from both of you in this relationship. And there is basically no forward movement. There's a complete lack of forward movement here in this relationship. None of you two is sort of ready to move this forward. None of you is ready to sort of do something or take a next step towards something, or to just sort of expand what's currently going on, move out of the box, move out of how things were in the past, you know, and do something different, do something new to move this along. So neither of you is doing these things, and you are both very much in your head. You are thinking, you are over analyzing every aspect of the other person here. You two are both very much like basically in your head, just thinking so much about this relationship and not taking any action towards it, or any action like in the physical towards it. And they're just sort of wondering, why isn't this working out? Why isn't this manifesting? Like that's the both of you. That's not just you. That's both of you. You're just thinking about that while, you know, you're not taking any action in the physical here. All right. So now we have number 4 here. The fourth card, this indicates the strength of your relationship. So what are the qualities that make your relationship flourish here? So the Hermit is coming up here. This is, I feel like, a strong connection point between the two of you. You two are both very reflective, which is showing up here as sort of like the downfall a little bit. with this connection card, with this overthinking, but you are both very contemplative. You're both very reflective. The Hermit card signifies that you are both seekers, seekers of knowledge, of wisdom, of light, of something more. You are not afraid to look within. You are sort of both strong seekers of knowledge, and this knowledge also meaning spiritual knowledge, knowledge of the self. This is reminding me of, like an examined life here. Like there's a saying that an unexamined life is not worth living. This feels like both of you sort of fit this quality. And this wish or this need, this want, this desire to have an examined life, to examine yourself, to examine your partner, to help examine each other here, are the qualities that are really going to help your relationship flourish here. It feels like with this Hermit card. You're also both very introverted. It feels like you like your alone time, you like your solitude. And sometimes it's also nice to just have someone to huddle around with when you are in that solitude, or just find that special someone who shares your solitude with you. So you are enjoying the alone time, but you're not really alone anymore, if that makes sense to you guys. And that's how basically this card feels to me. This is basically what I feel is the strength of your relationship here. Okay, now we have the card number 5, the 5 of Pentacles. This card shows the weaknesses in your relationship. And this card is the answer towards what are the things you both need to improve in your relationship. With the 5 of Pentacles, I'm feeling like both of you are currently focusing on lack, or what is wrong, what is not working out, and what is basically sort of what needs to be figured out. You're both focusing on the things that are wrong and are sort of very optimistic and negative towards the things, not really realizing all the things that are good about this relationship, about yourselves also here. So with the 5 of Pentacles here, it feels like you're both sort of very negatively focused. You're both more like a pessimistic type of a person. Nothing wrong with that. It's just that in this current situation, in this moment, this is something that needs to be improved. So you need to look at the brighter side. So what is there? What can you do with the things that you have? You both are really focusing on the things that you don't have, or the things that are lacking, and wanting to sort of overthink that, or think those things through, and I don't know, maybe come to a plan at some point, but right now it's not working out yet, it feels like. So with this card, it definitely feels like you need to just take some forward action and trust more in the universe, trust more in spirit, trust that spirit has your back, trust that there is love and support all around you if you just open yourself up to it more. This card to me feels like you're both very closed off, and this is not allowing your relationship to move forward at the time. And this is something that spirit is saying needs to be improved for the both of you here. So yeah, improving this is also something that's going to allow you to be more successful, and it's going to show you what you need to stay away from in order to avoid failure. So avoid sort of like a lack mindset here with this card. Try to avoid a lack mindset, a lack of love mindset from your person here specifically. You might have been telling yourself that they don't really love you or something like that, a similar story. So do be mindful maybe of that here as well. Spirit is indicating to us. So yes, now card number 6, which are all of these three cards. This card is about the true love. So this interprets what needs to be addressed. Is your relationship going to be successful? First and foremost, we have the 4 of Wands here. So this is a strong message of success to me. This indicates that this relationship is heading towards a union. It's heading towards marriage. It's basically heading towards a new level, a new space where you two are going to connect more properly and more cozily, more lovingly. You two are going to be more intimate with each other as time progresses, and you're going to be more sort of open with each other. This card is also talking about taking that new step, taking that leap into the unknown, jumping in that water, you know, taking that step towards a relationship and having the courage, so the guts to make it work in a way. Or take that step, you know, express that love. Take that step for you personally here, take that leap. That's your individual message here. And yeah, what else? With the Nine of Wands, with the Eight of Pentacles, this one feels also like you need to take pressure off yourself and pressure off your person. Like, you do need to just take pressure off yourself, basically, Spirit is saying. Like, your person can figure things out for themselves and they need to take pressure off for themselves. You can't do that for them. So what needs to be done here? You need to take the pressure off from yourself, from believing or thinking that you need to do more hard work, or that you need to like improve, that you need to do more shadow work, that you need to do more inner work, that you need to be this and that, and I don't know what else, like 10 more points that you need to sort of have or overcome till you are going to be ready for a relationship. That type of belief here, Spirit is saying, is what's holding you back. That feeling of really having to have it all before you can be ready to receive love and express love is what's holding you back, and it's creating a lot of tension for you here. It's creating a lot of pressure for you here with this Nine of Wands reversed. So what needs to be done, basically, what needs to be addressed here, if this is going to be successful, is this feeling of putting so much pressure on yourself, thinking like you need to be perfect or something in order to be valid, to be valuable, to be loved here by your person. Remember, your person already does love you how you are. You don't need to be anything that you're not or anything else at all. Like, you are perfect the way you are. This is heading towards a new level here, you know. This is progressing as we speak. Like, the outcome of this relationship is very, very positive. It just needs to be let go. This pressure, this hard work, look at this person, like this hard work, this sweat, this overthinking, this needs to be let go, and the pressure needs to be loosened here. And then things are just really going to flow very, very smoothly for the two of you. Like, I'm feeling right now with the Five of Wands also wanting to come back, come out. It feels like there is a lot of energies that are involved in this, let's say, relationship. There is a lot of energy from both you and your person, and all of your different aspects of your personalities that are like interfering with each other. And this is, I feel like, because of all of this overthinking, because of all of this stagnation and not taking that next step forward, not taking that next move forward towards your relationship, towards having what you two want and deserve. So this is making the relationship, I feel here, like very, very ungrounded. It's very much up in the air. It's very much, you know, not defined. And you are both then just in your own heads, you know, making meaning for yourselves, but not communicating with each other in a mature way, in a way that you would express your needs, your love, your care for the other person. And then, you know, this is just where it is, and you are now where you are because of that. So this needs to be addressed here, Spirit is saying. Like, this hermit, this capacity for reflection, for introspection, reflection, is very, very strong for both of you, and this is a very strong quality to have. This seeker, this internal seeker, this examined life, this is a very strong and important, beautiful, incredible quality to have in a relationship, and to have this shared is something to be cherished. Just take care not to get it out of control. with this King of Swords reversed here, and to take some action once in a while also here with the Eight of Wands reversed. Okay, so that's all I have for you for this pile. Let's just get you one more card of guidance now. Just get you card of guidance here. We have Heart of the Matter coming through for you. Align life's pathways through the heart. So this is your message. Align your pathways through the heart. Allow your heart to be your guide here. Get out of your cocoon also, Spirit is saying for you. Get out of your cocoon and be ready to accept love that is there already for you. Like this person is there already for you. You just need to be open to receiving that and getting out of your own way, basically. Get out of your cocoon, get out of your box, get out of your way, and be ready to receive the love that the universe has to offer you. Also trust that the universe always has your back. You just have to, remember sometimes that that is the case. Alrighty, so that's all I have for you today, my beautiful pile number 1. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing your energy with me throughout this reading. This was interesting to me. I really enjoyed reading for you guys in this way. This was quite like a beautiful structured reading. So do let me know what you thought, what this reading brought out for you, how it was for you. Would you like to see more of this type of spread, this type of reading that's a little bit more structured and to the point? So let me know all of that in the comment section down below. I would be very happy to hear from you guys, what you have to say, what you think. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe down below also if you haven't already, for more pick a card videos coming your way in the future. So yes, I hope to connect with you in another one of my videos. If you would maybe like a personal reading, all the information about that is also downstairs in the description box below this video. So make sure to check that out if you want a little bit more of a personal approach, if you have like a really taxing or serious question that you need answered or help with. Make sure to contact me over there also. So without further ado, I would just like to wish you guys all the best on your continued life journey. Make sure to follow your heart all the time, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Ciao! Mwah. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you picked this gorgeous rock, these gorgeous textures here, this is going to be your true love spread for today. So we're going to be looking at where your love life is heading with your person. Let's see. So we are going to start off with card number 1. This card is going to represent you. It is going to signify what you are currently feeling about your relationship, all right? So as said, this is a little bit more structured this time. This first card is about so what you currently feel about your relationship. Please, Spirit, for pile number 2. Wow. Okay, the 10 of Swords, letting go, releasing yourself completely, beginning to feel into that beginning, taking that next step. All right, so for card number 2, this is going to represent your partner or your person. What are their current emotions towards you, their attitude and expectations about your relationship? So for pile number 2, please, card number 2, their attitude, their expectations about this relationship, not that one. Their attitude, that expectations. A little bit too much flew out here. What are their person, their partner's current emotions? What's their attitude? What are their expectations? Too many flew out again. Just one card or 2 cards maximum, please, Spirit, here. For pile number 2, please. What are their person's expectations here? Their person's expectations in this relationship, in this pile, please. For pile number 2, your person is very, very, I don't know, they feel very much like undecisive, like they don't know where they are going exactly. Let's see what comes up. What's their truth here, Spirit? What's the truth of them in this relationship, please? I just can't be shuffling. Okay, the truth is the King of Cups here. Right, we have a lot of other cards here also, but we're going to be taking this one. So the King of Cups is the truth of your person. That was like a hard birth. Am I right here? Very hard to get through this message. So they might be very sort of keeping that very, very to themselves. You know, they don't want to share that towards you. They might not be ready to share that, or they have maybe their own very specific reasons for not wanting to share their emotions towards you currently. Okay, now moving on to card number 3. What are the characteristics that you have in common? We have the Keeper of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Okay, this you have in common. Card number 4, the strength of your relationship. What are the qualities that make your relationship flourish here? We have the Ace of Swords. Interesting. Going to have to clarify that one, I think. Okay, thank you. Justice. Interesting. Okay. Justice. For card number 4 and card number 5. What are the things that you both need to improve? What are the weaknesses? What are the weaknesses in this relationship? So the 7 of Pentacles. These are the weaknesses. These are in reversed here, however. Okay, the final card, the card number 6. The Ace of Cups. Okay, maybe something else. What needs to be addressed? Is this relationship going to be successful? If there's a threat, what needs to be done here, Spirit? Thank you. We have the Keeper of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles here. Is anything else flipped over here? No. Maybe anything else? What needs to be improved? What needs to be improved? What needs to be addressed here? The 8 of Pentacles. Interesting. This one came out also in pile number 1 for the exactly the same question here. Okay, and we have Judgment here as the bottom deck energy. So something very strong is shifting in this relationship currently for the two of you. So let's start off first of all here with you guys. So you are currently in the energy of letting go. You have been through a lot of pain with this relationship. It feels like you have sort of come to the end of your road and couldn't take it anymore, and you are now in the process of just letting yourself go to where the road is basically going to take you here. This feels like you are just surrendering yourself completely to Spirit, to this relationship, that you are learning to just let go, to not control this anymore. Basically, you are letting go of control here with the 10 of Swords. This is the end of the cycle for you guys, and the beginning of a new cycle is on the horizon for you currently. So you're in this process of letting go completely, learning how to release control and trust Spirit, that Spirit is going to bring you what you need in this current relationship. Your person here, now they are coming off as the King of Cups, and their current emotions towards you are very, I'm feeling like cold from this card. So they might be very cold towards you, but that is not the truth of their internal world, Spirit is saying. So their internal words towards you is actually very, very warm, very, very open, very, very approachable, but they're like a hard nut to crack. Like your person is like all the mushy softness is on the inside towards you, but there's like a hardness, like a shell, a really hard shell around them, and they are very hard to read because of that. And that makes them feel very sort of avoidant, unapproachable, sort of aloof. And you feel like you can't really get towards them, or you feel like you can't read them, or you can't know what they are thinking because they're like that, or you can't even say that they, you know, have something for you, that they have feelings towards you, which is very, very apparent here with the King of Cups. Like, yes, they do have feelings towards you. They have very deep, very, very deep, sort of sea deep, ocean deep feelings towards you, know, going towards the depths where no one can come, and where only those giant squids basically live. So that's the type of emotional space that your person have for you, but they are keeping that hidden, they're keeping that silent. You can see how big of a struggle it was to just get one card out from them, how they didn't really want to speak or show even to me here in this space what they are feeling. So they are very much in this space of seclusion and wanting to keep it sort of separate in a sense. They want to protect themselves also, this feels like, but they do care very deeply. They do care very strongly for you. It just feels like right now they would prefer to just stay in the observer and make sure things are sort of like secure for them to move forward. Like, they feel like they do need a lot of security, and they have to know that things are going to work out in a good way for them to be able to come towards you and to open up and to be able to tell you their feelings here. Your person might be a water sign with this King of Cups, so either Cancer or Scorpio or Pisces here. I'm getting really strong vibes of Scorpio here, however. Maybe some Pisces, but more Scorpio energy is coming off from this King of Cups here. Might not resonate for most of you, but for some of you that might be like a rising sign, a moon sign, or a sign from your person. Okay, now for the third card. This is a connection card. So what are the characteristics that you have in common? This is about you two sharing a special spiritual bond. You two are very, very connected spiritually, astrally, like emotionally also. It's sort of like water, your energy. When you two are together, there is sort of like a flow between the two of you. You two can really feel into each other. You two can really connect into each other's souls and towards the deeper aspects of each other person. So you can see into each other more deeply than other people can, and you can develop a lot more intimacy with each other than other people can. So this is what you have in common. You have great intuitive abilities. You have this immense intuitive knowledge and ability to really feel into people. You can both be empaths to some degree, and you can really just feel into intuitively very strongly into people, into situations, into how things are going to develop. I'm getting a feeling that you are both very sensitive people also. You're very sensitive souls, especially emotionally, like things really do get to you very strongly emotionally, and you have both have like a tendency of getting hurt very easily because of this, because everything really touches you on such a very deep and strong level here. This is like a connection between the two of you. This is what you have in common here. Now with the fourth card, or these two cards, this indicates the strength of your relationship. So what are the qualities that make your relationship flourish? With this Ace of Swords, with the Justice card, I'm getting like you are both have a tendency to focus on fairness, but a fairness that is felt and not especially like communicated here. You both have a tendency to work through issues very quickly and to really sort of strive towards resolving things, I'm feeling. With the Ace of Swords reversed, I'm getting like you don't beat around the bush, you don't wait for things, and you don't wait for yourselves or for the other person to have like a complete comprehension of things. This is more like a feeling space that you two have, that you two sort of flourish in. You base your sort of actions based on intuitions very, very strongly, and you act from that place, which is sort of acting like your Justice card here. So your intuition, your gut feeling is like the Justice card. If something doesn't feel right here, that is like the Justice speaking through you, through your gut feelings. And yeah, this gut feeling type of energy, this intuition, this strong vibe checking, internal and external, is very strong for both of you. And this is something that you can really make work really well with your relationship here, and to make it flourish very, very easily and very beautifully if you just listen to your intuition here. I'm also feeling like you both have very strong inner compasses. You both know your needs very strongly. You both are learning about that also currently as this relationship also progresses. You know, you're learning about your needs, you're learning about your wants, you're learning about the other person, and you're learning about how to meet that in a very harmonious way here. I'm feeling by sort of taking care of both yourself and the other person here. But most of all, like, all of this is very much focused on intuition and intuitive abilities, and this is really allowing the relationship between you and your person to be very sort of clear and very harmonious, very, in a way, balanced, let's say. But I would prefer to use the words harmony and harmonious here for both of you. All right, so now with the Seven of Pentacles, this card is signifying the weakness in your relationship. So what are the things that you both need to improve? With the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like you both need to improve on your physical relation towards each other and on doing things more strongly in the physical material world. This Seven of Pentacles signifies, you know, hard work, working towards something and having like a clear space, an open path, and a plan towards what you are going to be working on or working towards. And with you guys, this is reversed, and it feels like you two don't really have a strong plan in place. You don't really know what you are working towards. It's sort of all very much up in the air, not really defined, not really balanced in that space. It is balanced through your intuition, but it's not defined, it's not communicated, and it's not grounded strongly in the physical dimension here. And this is something that can be like thing that you would need to improve. This can be a weakness in your relationship, focusing less on the physical dimension, less on the actual showing of love, less on the actual, you know, actions that would show the other that you care, and more on the intuition here. So that's something that needs to change. That's something that needs to be brought into harmony here. The more material aspect, the more physical aspect of showing, the more physical aspect of telling what you need, and not just allowing the other person to guess, even though they are very good with this Justice card here about that. Okay, now we have come towards the end here with this Sixth card. This is about the true love here and what needs to be addressed. So first of all, is your relationship going to be successful? Yes, Spirit is saying your relationship is going to be successful here with the Ace of Cups. This is the energy of love beginning, Spirit putting two souls together. This card is also a very watery sign card, and it is also talking about those depths in the ocean that I was talking about here with the King of Cups in the beginning of this reading. So your person is calling towards you, or you're calling towards them. It doesn't matter, you know, you two are calling towards each other. You are connected energetically very, very strongly, and Spirit is saying this whole relationship has a very beautiful end game. It's got a beautiful goal. It is very much set out to be successful and gorgeous and filled with love here. So let's now also see what are sort of like the warnings, or what needs to be done, what needs to be addressed here. Again, we are talking about the physicality, about what needs to be addressed. We are talking about the Queen of Pentacles here. We're talking about the Eight of Pentacles reversed here. This is again speaking about doing things in the physical and showing love in the physical dimension more. Focus less only on yourself and on doing things alone and figuring things out on your own, and focus more on like a group effort and figuring things out here with your person. So try to figure things out together. If you have a problem, come to them and present that problem to them and then figure it out together. I feel like you both have the tendency to do things on your own here with this Eight of Pentacles. You are very good at creating meaning and to just finding meaning on your own, because you also have strong intuitions. This is often like the correct meaning for your specific situation and life world. But since you want to form some type of a relationship with the other person, it is important for you to also include them in this decision-making process, to include them in your needs and the meeting of those needs here, okay? So with this Queen of Pentacles here, this is talking about more inclusion of the person that you have in mind, of the person you have the relationship with or want to have a relationship with, all right? You have to include them in your life more. You have to include them in your sense making. You have to include them of the meaning making that you make mean. I don't know how they have acted towards you or what was said or how you have reacted towards that, you know. You have to also include them in what you want more practically and tell them more here, basically, is what Spirit is saying. Spirit is also saying this is quite a challenging situation here, but it is all about journey here. It's all about the journey. It's all about coming towards that sunset together, watching that sunset together. Spirit is also recognizing here with this Judgment card that this relationship is very sort of challenging, very stressful for both of you in some way, especially for you watching this video, since you have the Ten of Swords here, you know. It must have been very painful, very stressful for you so far, and it has brought you to a sort of an awakening of yourself. So some wounds, some things, some blockages that you have within yourself have been brought to the surface because of this relationship. But Spirit is saying it's all with a plan, it's all sort of with a purpose to bring you two together, to be able to watch the sunset together, okay? So that's all I have for you concerning this beautiful little spread of cards today. Now I just want to get you guidance card just to finish up this little reading of ours here. Alrighty, so Spirit, please for pile number 2 some guidance for them. Guidance to finish up this reading for pile number 2, please, Spirit. Pile number 2, guidance, please. Guidance for pile number 2. Number 2, please, Spirit. Okay. Alrighty, so we have simple pleasures. Look for beauty that is all around you. Simple pleasures, a very simple message here for you guys. So look for beauty all around you. Learn to recognize beauty in the little things, in the little smile, in the little imperfections, both of yourself, other people, little things that happen. You know, objects, nature, the way animals move, the way people move, the way people create this society that we are currently living in. So bring your attention slowly, easily, lovingly towards those little moments of simple pleasures here. Look for beauty that's all around you is your message for today, for this reading, for this relationship, maybe also for some of you. So thank you for watching. Thank you for connecting with me. Thank you for being a part of this channeling, this energetic reading. Tell me also what you think about this reading in the comment section down below. I would be very happy to hear what you thought about this, let's say, new way of doing things, a more structured way of doing things. Let me know what you think. If you would like to maybe see more similar videos done in more of a structured fashion in the future. So I would really love to hear back from you concerning that. Also, let me know how the reading resonated for you guys, what you got out of it, and what type of message was the most beneficial to hear from you guys today. Don't forget to also like this video, subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you would maybe like a personal reading from me, all the information is also downstairs in the description box below. So I have my website listed there. You will find all the prices over there as well. Personal readings are at this point still available, so make sure to check that out if you guys are interested in that. And also, I'm wishing you all the best on your continued life journey. I'm wishing you so much love and blessings to you guys, and hope to connect with you in another one of my videos. Take care, everyone. Bye. Mwah. Hello, beautiful pile number 3. So if you picked this long, beautiful, gentle, soft stone for your pile or for your group, this is going to be your reading today about your true love spread. So we're going to be looking at where your love life is heading in a little bit more structured fashion here. Something we are doing for most first times on this channel, I think, following this more structured spread here. So let's see how it goes, right? Alright, so we're going to be starting off this reading with the first card that is going to represent you. And this is going to signify what you are currently feeling about your relationship, okay? So for pile number 3, please, Spirit, the first card, what they currently feel about the relationship. What do they feel about the relationship? Pile number 3, please, Spirit. I currently feel. Oh, we have the Protector. Beautiful, the Protector card. This is the Empress card in the Divine Masculine deck. Very gorgeous. Okay. Now let's look at your person. So what are their current feelings or emotions towards you, their attitude and expectations about your relationship? So what's your person's expectations? Whoa, we have the Tower reversed. Interesting. Interesting. I do want to clarify that going forward. Can you get another card, please, here, Spirit? Okay, the Emperor now. Okay, I'm getting where this is going. We have the Emperor card for this Tower clarification here. There seems to be twin flame energies here. Strong twin flame energies, but let's move on. Card number 3 is going to be a connection card. Okay. 4 of Pentacles here for the connection card, please, Spirit. Let's get one more here, please. What are the characteristics that you have in common? Okay, you have the King of Pentacles. So you have a very sort of stability that you have in common here. Let's see, number 4. This is going to indicate the strength of your relationship. What are the qualities to make your relationship flourish here? What makes your relationship flourish here for pile number 3? Ooh, Devil reversed. Interesting. Wow, I feel like I'm going to have to clarify all of these things. Let's just clarify that Devil real quick here, please, Spirit. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups. Interesting, just really letting go of the past and feeling into your emotions. It's what's coming up here for this card. Very, very interesting. Okay, for card number 5, this card is going to be what are the weaknesses in your relationship. So what are the things that you both need to improve here? What are the weaknesses? What needs to be improved here for pile number 5? That's a bit too much. For card 5, what needs to be improved? Spirit, please. What are the weaknesses here? Okay. Oh, let's just take this one. This one was something that I saw first. This is the 8 of Wands reversed. Not enough action. Let's get one more now here. What are the weaknesses? What needs to improve? Spirit, please. One flipped over already. Let's see. Too many flipped over. Look at that. Look at that mess, you guys. Too many flipped over. Okay, let's try this again. Spirit, please. What needs to improve? Okay, the Keeper of Swords. Communication needs to improve. Connection. Okay, and card 6. The final card. This is going to be your true love card. This is talking about the true love card, yes. What needs to be addressed? So what needs to be addressed here, Spirit? What needs to be addressed? What needs to be addressed here, Spirit? Is this relationship going to be successful? Yes, with the Sun here, it seems like. What needs to be addressed here? What needs to be addressed? The 9 of Swords reversed. All right. What else? Is there anything else that you want to say about this relationship? So we have the Page of Wands and we also have the 9 of Wands. So there is some stagnation here also. We have the Ace of Pentacles here as the bottom deck energy. So something is being offered to you. You should not sleep on it. Spirit is saying something is being offered to you. This person is being offered to you and you are being offered to them. Both energetically, physically. Here, okay, so let's just spread this out a bit so I have a little bit more space. Okay, so what can be said here? You are coming off as the Empress energy, as the protector. You are here to nourish. You are here to express yourself through the divine feminine. And you are here to basically embody your divine feminine energy. You're currently also being represented as this divine feminine energy, which to me means that you are already very strongly sort of feeling into that and feeling that energy in your whole being, in your whole sense. What you currently feel about your relationship is a want of protection, both protection of this relationship and protection of yourself. Especially if you are a female watching this, you want protection from your partner. You want your partner to sort of provide that cocoon for you, that clamshell in which you can relax in. So you want protection, but you also want to protect, you want to love, you want to express your love, and you want to give your love in this relationship. So you're coming off as sort of very feminine here, very open, very accepting, very nurturing, it feels like to me. And this is also how you feel towards your person. It feels like you feel very nurturing, you feel very loving towards them here. There doesn't seem to be like resentment or anything here. There's just a lot of acceptance, it feels like to me. So moving on now to the second card, this represents your partner or your person and their current emotions towards this relationship, this attitude, their attitude basically. So this Tower here, this feels like to me that they have gone through a spiritual awakening in the past, which allowed them to move into the Emperor here. With the Tower card here, I'm getting like this is a strong twin flame energy, because we do have the Empress here, we have the Emperor energy showing up here for your person. So to me, this means like you are coming off here as the divine feminine. You don't have to be a female in order to embody the divine feminine. It's just an energy that you are more strongly feeling into, more strongly embodying at the current time. And your person is here embodying more the divine masculine energy. And they have come into contact with this divine masculine, with this sort of control, with the sense of holding space and just taking care of you through their own strong spiritual awakening. I feel like this strong spiritual awakening was sort of the effect of you two meeting. It was an effect of your journey. They need to have this spiritual awakening to grow into someone who can match up to you, who can match up to your energy. And this is not even like your fault, let's say, that this Tower moment happened to them. It was just like Spirit wanted this to happen, Spirit needed this to happen. They themselves have like this soul contract where they needed this to happen, they wanted this to happen. Even though it was very painful for them at the time, it feels like they definitely wanted this to happen to them. They wanted to have this awakening experience, to be able to grow into something more, something better, something more sort of fulfilled in themselves here. And they feel very fulfilled here with the Emperor. They feel very responsible. They feel very mature. They feel like they want to take care of you, to express how they feel in their own way. They really, really are in a strong sense of power here, a strong sense of being in themselves and coming off really, really strongly with this Emperor. It might be that your person is also an Aries sign over here, so it can be an Aries sun, a rising sign, or a moon. Doesn't have to be. Maybe that also something that resonates with you. Maybe you are those signs here also, but that is something that's coming off for them here. You know, they are very, very sort of driven as a person here also. They're embodying the characteristics of the masculine, which is action, which is protection, which is sort of holding the space, creating the space for the divine feminine to fill with her love and with her creativity, basically here. This is very beautiful, like divine masculine, divine feminine energy sort of coming into contact, it feels like, in this relationship here. All right, now we have this pile number 3, the cards number 3. This is a connection card. These are connection cards. So what do you have in common? You have in common sort of like a very grounded attitude towards life. You both, I feel like, the finer things in life here, and you both like to feel very secure. You both want to feel very sort of stable in yourselves, in your relationships. You want to know where the other person is at. And you're also sort of very laid back. You're also very just sort of chill in your relationships. It feels like here with the Four of Pentacles, it feels like you are very relaxed. You're very easygoing, but you're also sort of very aware of your needs, and you're not afraid to express them here. I feel with these two cards coming up. Definitely it feels like there's some Taurus energy here also, because there is this sort of vibe of finer things in life with these two cards coming up. There is like this recognition of, let's say, fine dining, this recognition of beautiful dresses or beautiful attire, this recognition of, you know, good food, things that Taurus really, really values. So it's like this wealth, the finer things in life, good food, good life type of aspect, that is sort of a thing that you really, really have in common with your person here. So you both enjoy also being grounded, being stable, being financially stable here also. You both like to have a sense of control over your primal urges, over yourselves. You like to have like this strong sense of stability and stable ground, a strong sense of just being grounded in your body, grounded in life in general, you know, grounded energetically, especially here. So you both like to be that, I'm getting, with both of these cards. Now moving on to these two cards that are about the number 4, which is about the strength of your relationship. So what are the qualities that make your relationship flourish? So with the Devil, with the 5 of Cups, it feels like you are not afraid to dive deep. You are not afraid to look at your shadow, no matter how painful it is. And you are not afraid to express those emotions and to feel those emotions. This might feel like it's a little thing as I'm saying this to you now, but this is actually a very big thing, to be able to express your emotions and to be able to come into contact with your emotions, and to be able to be sensitive enough to just allow yourself and give yourself the space to express this, maybe to yourself, but also to the other person here. Because for both of you, I feel like you have this opportunity and this ability to really express things in relationships also, where you can express your vulnerabilities very, let's not say easily, it's not easy, it's never easy to express vulnerability in this way, but it is something that you are both good at. You're good at exposing yourself, your soft, sweet belly, you know, and allowing the other person or trusting the other person to hold space for you, to have that awareness of you, and to hold love for you when you need it. This is very strongly also evident when you are looking at your shadows. So there is a sense of really strong unconditional love between the two of you here that I'm getting, that allows you to just have that space open for looking at your pain, for looking at the things that are most like not so savory to look at, which are the shadows, which are those dark, dingy parts of our psyche, and coming into contact with them, realizing, opening up, healing them here also with this Five of Cups. This cup card is very much to me about healing. It's about looking at your pain and allowing that pain to flow through you. And I feel like you're both very much masters of that. Because, you know, there's like this attitude of allowing the sun to shine upon you here, and allowing the sun to illuminate you and to shine through your shadows, and to just bring you that warmth and that love. And yeah, that healing, basically, this is strong sense of healing, allowing the other person to heal and allowing yourself to heal together, basically. Okay, now moving on to this spread here with the final card or final two cards. This indicates what you need to do to be successful, or what you should stay away from in order to avoid failure. Okay, so what you need to do to sort of improve, or what are the weaknesses in your relationship here. The weaknesses in your relationship here are not taking any strong forward movement towards the other person. This is talking about being stagnant in some way with the Eight of Wands reversed. It's about not allowing yourself to take that leap, to take that sort of act of faith towards the other person and towards yourself here also, ultimately. Given that you are strongly, or most of you here on this pile, number 3, are on a twin flame journey or on a strong soulmate journey. This means that you do need to take that risks and trust that your person is going to catch you here. And another thing that you need to sort of do, or what needs to improve, is communication here with the Keeper of Swords. There needs to be more expression, not just expression in emotionality, but real expression with words. I feel like there shouldn't be a problem here, given that you are both very sort of stable and grounded. You just need to find that let's say power, that courage within, that allows you to speak what needs to be said to the other person, to allow yourself to basically speak your mind, is what this is saying. And allow yourself to take that leap towards speaking your mind here, is what this is basically saying. You know, trust that spirit is going to catch you here, and trust yourself to be able to keep yourself also grounded, stable in your own power, in your own truth here. Like, you need to learn to express yourself and your needs more clearly, and to just be more honest, more truthful. This is also, I feel like, for most of you, a card of authenticity, to really speak your truth and really set boundaries where they need to be set. But really, 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 I can't stress this enough, like spirit is just really wanting to sort of hone this forward as much as possible, to speak your truth and to say what needs to be said. Like, if you feel like there is something that you need to say, you have to say it. You have to say it in a nice way, but you have to say it, you know, you have to express it to the other person, because that is also how they are going to grow ultimately here. Okay, so that's it for this. Now, with the final card or final cards here, we have the Sun card. This is about the true love card. This is talking about your relationship being very successful, all right? This feels like your relationship is moving towards the sun, and this relationship is very much in the energy of moving towards joy. It's moving towards sort of childlike playfulness with the Sun card here. This Childlike playfulness is, however, very, very sort of mature, very grounded. If you look at his expression here, it's the type of energy that's not just, playfully and mindlessly running around. This energy is very, very stable. This energy knows what it's doing. This energy knows where it's going. This energy knows its path and where it wants to go. And this is how your person is with you. You are also very much pack-like connected towards each other, or herd-like connected towards each other here with all of these horses here. And you both are on your way to have freedom, to have love, and to have warmth together. So this relationship is basically a relationship that's going to be successful in terms of keeping you both in the energy of freedom while in the energy of connection at the same time. So the energy of love, the energy of joyful expression, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of speaking your mind and not being afraid to say what you need to say. And also have that trust that your person is there to welcome you home every time that you venture out on a journey. Okay. So that's it for this. What else here needs to be addressed? What needs to be addressed is the 9 of Swords reversed, to speak your pain, to not allow yourself to be anxious alone. Spirit is saying here, don't allow yourself to be anxious alone. Speak your mind, allow the other person in your life here. Don't put all of the pressure on yourself. Don't put this much pressure on yourself by just thinking on your own, being on your own here. Allow the other person into your life and allow them to express themselves as a part of you. Allow them to guide you and allow yourself to be their guide here as well. These 2 cards are about working together and allowing oneself to be more open here and allowing oneself to be more trustful, which is ultimately also about self-trust for you guys. Okay, so not allowing or not feeling like you can trust this person is about self-trust for you guys. So it's ultimately about your own self-trust that is the problem. It's not this person or the fact that you couldn't trust them here. All right, so yes, that's all I have for you for this current pile, this reading. I want to get you some final guidance messages for the road, also my pile number 3. So let's see what we get for pile number 3, please, Spirit. Final guidance card, final guidance messages for pile number 3 here, please. What are some messages for pile number 3 here? All right, so we have already one. We have the Concealed Power card. Give birth to the wonder of revelation. So walk through that fire. Reveal yourself. Birth yourself, Spirit is saying here. If you have been holding back something, some type of energy or something that you feel has been building up within you, try to focus on that and try to work through ways to release it, especially if it's related to this relationship. You do need to release it. You need to speak about it. You need to, express it. This is not just about you, it's also about the other person. You are the catalyst for their growth here as well with that Tower card. So remember that you are on a journey together with your person here, and you are the catalyst for them, and you have a lot of power within yourself here as well. A lot of power to tap into, a lot of power to uncover, to give birth to, ultimately also. All right, so that's all I have for you today, my beautiful pile number 3. Thank you for connecting with me. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. Do let me know how this reading was for you. If you have liked this more structured approach to readings, like this video down below if you have not liked it yet, and subscribe down below also if you haven't subscribed already to this channel, just to keep yourself open to more similar pick a card videos coming your way in the future. If you would like to comment on something or share something with our beautiful community, make sure to do so as well. Also, another thing, if you would maybe like a personal reading, I am currently still offering those. So if you would like to get one, all the information is also downstairs in the description box below. Without further ado, I would just like to wish you guys a very beautiful day wherever you are. Hope to connect with you again in another one of my videos. Until then, I'm just sending you off with this beautiful kiss. Bye. Mwah.